Alright, there we go. We remembered how to do this. What were we doing? What the fuck were we doing the last time we played this? I don't remember. I don't remember at all. I think that means we do a new game. I have no fucking clue. No idea what we were doing. Oh. Did I break it? I broke it. No, no, we're loading. Okay. We haven't played this since we upgraded the computer. That's how long it's fucking been. We also haven't streamed in a little over 2 months. So. I think I remember how to do this. You're supposed to be quiet during the cutscenes. I'm not good at that part.
War. War never changes. In the year 1945, my great-great-grandfather, serving in the army, wondered when he'd get to go home to his wife and the son he'd never seen. He got his wish.
Yay.
When the U.S. ended World War II by dropping atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Not yay.
The world awaited Armageddon. Instead, something miraculous happened. We began to use atomic energy not as a weapon, but as a nearly limitless source of power. People enjoyed luxuries once thought the realm of science fiction. Domestic robots, fusion-powered cars, portable computers. But then, in the 21st century, people awoke from the American dream. Years of consumption led to shortages of every major resource. The entire world unraveled.
Seems familiar.
Peace became a distant memory. It is now the year 2077. We stand on the brink of total war. And I am afraid. For myself. For my wife.
How do we play
My
this time
infant son.
through? That's the question.
Because if my time in the army taught me one thing, it's that war never changes.
I have no idea how to play this character this time through. But we'll figure it out. Nope, I clicked out. Oops. I know how I like to
War
play.
never changes.
You're gonna knock him dead at the Veterans Hall tonight, hun.
You think?
Absolutely. Now get ready and stop. looking in the
Absolutely.
mirror.
Right.
No. Try some face options. Yeah. Don't really feel like I don't really feel like altering it all that much for once. Honestly. It's just, I just kind of don't.
Hey, my turn, big guy.
Do want to play as the mom. Yeah. Nora. That was it. Oh yeah. No, I've played through a lot of Fallout 4. A lot of Fallout. I prefer New Vegas. But you know. What? That is the X button. Style. But I just didn't feel like playing New Vegas this time around. I've done the first playthrough I finished. My neighbor's got a new dog. I don't know if you can hear that. Anyway. My first playthrough I went Institute. And honestly don't. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have to put up with that. What's the done button on this controller? Okay. Yeah, we're not changing anything. But yeah, my first playthrough I went Institute. We wanted to protect our baby boy. That's that simple. Slight spoiler, but it was that simple. And
Thanks, Codsworth.
the second time we went Railroad, but it glitched out on me and I couldn't finish it. Same character as the Institute character. I did
More of the same.
all of the DLC. And I haven't finished Brotherhood. I need to do that one still. I'm forgetting somebody. I've done the Minutemen, obviously. It's not really a real ending. But what am I forgetting? There's Railroad. Railroad, Minutemen, Institute, Brotherhood, right? Sounds about right. I think.
Sugar bombs. 100% daily value of sugar.
It's that salesman again. I don't know why he keeps bothering
All
people.
right, let's just get this over with.
Good morning. Vault-Tec calling.
Still, just not.
Good morning.
No real clue how we want to play this.
Just look at that
I
sky.
tend to go melee weapons. We won't do that this time. We're gonna try to avoid
I
that.
am to finally speak with you. I've been trying for days. It's a matter of utmost urgency, I assure you.
That.
Then I'm glad I opened the door.
Oh, me too.
That's my same problem with Fallout 3. And why I think Obsidian did a better job with New Vegas than Bethesda does with the rest of Fallout.
Time being,
That's why I really enjoyed playing
I'm here
Outer
to
Worlds
tell
last
you
year.
that because of your
but
family service to our country,
It was just so short.
you have been pre-selected for entrance into the local vault.
So obviously, I don't know if I want to help the Minutemen this time through. When I think about it, I really like being a raider.
Now, you're already cleared for entrance in the unforeseen
So-
event of total
Maybe we'll be a raider again. I've only done Far Harbor
some
once
information. That's all.
as DLC, so that'd be fun.
Sure. Let's do it.
Splendid.
Actually, I think I've only really played through most of the DLC once.
See.
So, try that. Let's boost charisma. Just boost that. We want that high. Something like that, maybe? Sure. I'll just go base. There's no reason to.
Wonderful. That's everything. Just gonna walk this over to the vault.
I don't know why we even picked Fallout 4 to play tonight, but we did.
For the future.
Thanks again.
Hey, it's peace of mind. That's worth a little paperwork, right?
For you and Sean, no price is too high.
Oh, we can jump
Good
now.
answer.
I have
Whee!
my moments.
Miss Nara, Sean has been changed, but he absolutely refuses to calm down. I
'Cause you suck, Codsworth.
Maternal affection you seem to be so good at.
Go ahead, honey. I'll be there in a second to help, okay?
Hello, little maggot baby.
My boy isn't giving his mother any trouble, is he? Hey, I fixed that mobile on his crib the other day. Why don't you give it a spin? That's my boy. On his
Yeah.
best behavior, just like his dad. Well, most of the time. Anyway. Listen, after breakfast, I was thinking we could head to the park for a bit. Weather should hold up.
Let's get pumpkins instead. Carve jerk?
This we changed.
Codsworth, what's wrong?
It's fair. That's pretty fair.
Followed by yes, followed
Why are you watching TV?
flashes, sounds of explosions. We're trying to get confirmation.
So it weirds me out that these robots
Stations
have a default buzzsaw hand
we do
and
have coming in.
blowtorch
That's
when it's supposed to be a household helper.
confirmed reports. I repeat, confirmed reports of nuclear detonations in New York and Pennsylvania. My God.
Well, that's our cue to get the fuck out.
We need to get to the vault. Now!
Remember, if you try to just run out of town, everyone dies. You want to see it? Have you seen this option, Kenny? That's what happens when you go the other way.
All participants, this way! Hold on, little guy. Hold on.
Take the bag. Who cares?
Just help me pack it up. God,
All right, there's
I
Nate.
can't lose these. It'll be all I have left. Check in at the gate. If you're in the
Yeah,
you'll get in.
like as much as we want to think that.
On the list. You don't get in.
I'm going in. You can't stop me. Okay. I'm reporting.
We need to get in. We're on the list.
Infant, adult male.
Don't need names or anything, but okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you.
You two, follow me. Come on.
What's gonna happen to all those people outside the
We're doing
gate?
everything we can. Now keep moving. Step on the platform in the center.
All right, we're going. Come on, Nate, hurry the fuck up.
Almost there. Is Sean okay?
He's fine. We're gonna be okay.
Eh,
I love you.
Oh my God.
half of us are gonna be okay. Kind of a third, but
Hold on!
ooh, it's pretty. And everyone up there's dead. Just like that.
We did it. We made it. We're okay.
Everyone please step off the elevator and proceed up the stairs in an orderly fashion.
No need to worry, folks. We'll get everyone situated in your new home. Vault 111. A better future underground.
So we just...
Yes, up the stairs.
I can't believe it. If we left a minute later,
No,
we'd all be...
don't get caught up thinking about that. You're safe now.
Ah,
Everyone, just head up these stairs and through the door there.
Just this way, please.
I like that man's mustache.
This way.
Is here for you.
This way, please.
Walk faster, Mr. Abel.
Orderly fashion.
Just this way.
Female. Male and infant. Welcome. Pick up a suit right over there.
Here you are. Head
Just
down the
step over to
hallway.
the table. Right over there, please.
I'm trying to, but there's people in
Over
the way.
there. Take a suit.
You'll need your suits before we can take you further. Thanks. What now? Just follow the doctor here. He'll show you where to go.
All right, you three. Follow me.
Oh, characterizations.
See? This is our new home.
Oh, you're gonna love it here. This is one of our most advanced
I mean,
facilities. Not that the others aren't great.
I didn't find the factions too
Everything
awful.
we had.
I really enjoyed helping the railroad guys,
Oh, we'll be going over all that in orientation.
but there definitely could have been more
Medical
depth.
items we have to get through first.
That's the problem with a lot of it. Is like, I do agree. They were definitely too on the nose.
Future, right?
And I think the biggest disappointment for me is they didn't do enough with Kellogg.
Just step in here and put your vault suit on. Take your time. We've got all day.
Like,
Okay.
when you step out of the memory thing and Kellogg's
Who's my little guy, huh?
like voice is in
I'm
your
not very
head,
far.
and they just drop it.
Be over there.
And I definitely feel like that was completely missed opportunity. Kellogg should have been bigger.
The pod will decontaminate and depressurize.
He should have been the villain through the whole thing, regardless of faction.
Time for a whole new life.
Resident secure. Occupant vitals normal. Procedure complete.
And then, of course, we don't need to talk about the embarrassment that was 76. But I'm still excited for an Elder Scrolls 6 before a Fallout 5. But that's just me. I prefer my fantasy swords. I'd like to see an Outer Worlds DLC, but I don't... You know, I'm gonna look that up. I don't think there's talk about that. As much as I'd really like it. I mean, that was just Fallout reskinned by Obsidian. So, World DLC. Question mark? He's getting a story DLC in 2020. You know, it said December, I just missed it.
Everything's gonna be fine.
We hope that's their excuse. But let's be honest. Bethesda doesn't write good games. They don't. They used to be really good. And they're just not.
Get the kid out of here. Let's go. At least we still have the backup.
Cryogenic sequence reinitialized.
Outer Worlds is also coming to the Switch. Whatever. Yeah, no, they just don't write good games anymore. I think the only reason that people think that they ever did is they didn't have as much competition back then. And now they have a lot more. But the Witcher series is drastically better than anything Bethesda makes. Kingdoms of Amalur is still one of my favorite RPGs. Better than anything Bethesda makes. It's just...
Come on. There has to be a release. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, God. find
He's
his
frostburnt.
and I'll get Sean back. I promise. Oh, God. Why would Vault-Tec do this?
Everyone's freeze burn.
I can't be the only one
Oh,
left.
she don't look comfy.
Hello? Anyone? Oh.
Oh.
They're all dead. Why?
Why is this one empty?
Why did they do this?
Why is that one empty? Why was there an empty one? Everything's cold. Like, they start with such a well done narrative, and then they just fall so short. Can we go through this door? Because we can't go through this door. Yeah.
Malfunction in emergency exit door override. Please contact your Vault-Tec maintenance representative for service.
They're dead.
Damn it, Jim. They're all dead. Ooh, there's a computer. I think part of it comes down to how we consume our games. These AAA companies just push out games to make money. And it's really showing in the quality. And I don't buy as many indie games as I'd like to, and a lot of them, they're fun for a few hours and then that's it, but somewhere there's a sweet spot. But I think for the time being, people need to just buy more indie games, honestly. I think that's it. I think that's the answer. Where's a gun? That's what we want. Not been playing games. Honestly, that's why I stopped streaming for the longest time. I feel that. Like, there's things that I'd like to play, but not enough to really bother with playing. If that makes sense. Like, there's other things I could do instead. So I've just been doing other things. It's...
Giant roaches.
Giant roaches, but we're taking its meat. That's the one that has the game in it. We're gonna play a game within a game. We're not good at these games. Oh, there's a power armor thing this way. And that was pointless. Ah. Anyway. saw something about tabletops, so. Don't know. Games, watch movies, show, yeah. Yeah. Well, even like, it's the unfortunate thing of what's going on right now outside in the world is I had to cancel my D&D game. It's pretty much the only way it really affected me so far. But yeah, I'm definitely starting to prefer my sit-down tabletop games than I am over video games lately. I'm kind of wondering if just playing more co-op games might counter that, really. I just started playing a newer card game that came out from Australia. Flesh and Blood is what it was called. It was really fun, but...
Where is everyone?
My buddy's game store, he had to shut down because of all this. So... haven't been able to get out and play that. I don't like playing tabletop games online. When I moved to New York, away from all my friends here, we tried to do Roll20 for our D&D game, and I don't like it. This Sunday, I'm supposed to be a part of a session 0 for a new campaign. We're doing... I think we're doing Eberron. I think we're doing an Eberron module. The Descent. We're doing that one. And for session 0, we're doing it over Discord. And I don't want to play my D&D on a computer. I don't. That's not how it's meant to be played as far as I'm concerned. I understand it. I realize why other people do it. And it's great for them. It's not for me. It's just not for me.
Nice. Coming back later for you.
Your dog made to open that for us. That's how we cheat that. Yeah. Pin. Random crap. I'm not wasting all that ammo. Why are we bad at this? Oh yeah, there's a melee button. Gotta remember how to play this game. Can you... How many rad roaches are in this hallway? Anyway. More comfortable. Yeah. I don't know the last update I gave on my D&D game. I bought a boat because we're doing a pirate campaign. I don't have it here with me because I leave it at my buddy's house because we play there. But I bought one of those MDF wooden boat structures. Like, it's 3-tiered. And fully recommend getting one if you're doing a boat campaign. Or just getting one, because it was really cool.
Is anyone alive?
And,
Did anyone get out?
yeah, I love it. Sometimes you gotta have props. I want to start making terrain pieces. But that's... I don't know if I'm ready for that. I've never gone to, like... Oh, God. I could start getting... I wonder if after all this is over, some places, like some craft stores should have some discounts. Start giving out little knickknacks. That'd be... I like that idea. I really like that idea. I've really started getting into painting miniatures a lot more. And I just finished on my shelf over there. I have a colossal, like, shipwreck skeleton thing. I messed up the wash on it, so it's not as nice as I want it to be, but I'm still thrilled with it. Right now, I'm painting colossal skeleton. I don't know how well that shows up on it, but I'm like, you can't. There's no minis for online. There's just digital pieces, and I don't want that. You know? There's some things online D&D doesn't get you. And those are the things about D&D that I really like. Let me in. I'm gonna remember how to play this. Nah, do it. Yeah. It's kind of the same reason why I like having hardcover books. Like, when doing my D&D prep, I use the Trove and open up PDFs on the screen so I can do all my prep work. I like streaming my prep and typing it all up, but I don't take... Like, I'm not going to open up a tablet while I play D&D to read a book entry. The guy who's running the Sunday group I'm about to join does that. Like, all of his NPCs are on a tablet. All of his, like, the modules on the tablet. I'm like, I get it. I don't like it. I like my books. I like having the table set up. It'll be weird switching to that because he does more theater of the mind, and I've switched to physical minis and a grid, so that'll be weird to switch to. It's just not doing theater of the mind anymore. It's gonna be strange enough, or not doing minis will be strange. I can do theater of the mind. That's what I used to do, but figure that out. What button? Oh, that's the button. Still have theater. I found I never had a problem as the DM with theater of the mind, and it allowed for a lot more slack in combat and things like that. Because where I picture everybody and where my players might aren't usually really the same kind of layout. Like, you can describe it as much as you want, but it's gonna fall short. When I started having more players that were spellcasters, they struggled with theater of the mind enough to where I'm like, you know what? Get some bottle caps. Get some... I'll go buy a dry erase expo grid. And let's do this. And now I don't know how well I'll adjust back. Switching to a grid map. And... like, I don't draw out the cities on a grid map when they're visiting somewhere or any of that. But the grid map and some bottle caps, man. And then my players got tired of the fact that they had to remember which bottle cap they were. So...
Codsworth.
Next you know, everyone shows up with Hero Forge minis. And now all of my players have minis. So then I'm like, well, I'm not going to keep using bottle caps for the cooler monsters. So now there's a Kraken mini sitting on my shelf over there. City I don't, but I could. Yeah. I definitely still, in my notes, I'll draw out, like, when we had a guild-based adventure, I drew out the guild halls for them. My dungeons, I prep a little bit with how they lay out for my notes. The big thing was just, again, having the boat, since we're doing a pirate campaign right now, having a three-dimensional boat piece made everything in their downtime easier. It made combat so much easier. And you don't get that with Theater of Mind. You can't. How you picture the pirate ship layout isn't how I'm picturing a pirate ship's layout.
What's wrong?
Like, I haven't read into Descent into Avernus yet, in anticipation of what's coming. But hopefully Theater of Mind is okay for it. I don't know. Okay.
Stay with me, pal.
Come on, Codsworth.
I'm afraid I don't know anything, Mum.
Blueprint. Yeah.
All of you left in such a hurry. I thought for certain you and your family were dead.
That's pretty neat, actually.
I did find this holotape. I believe Sir was going to...
Thank you, Codsworth.
Now, shall we, sir?
All right. Lead the way.
I didn't do some prep work. The only benefit to having skipped this past week's session, I had 0 prep done. Like, I improvised last session we played. Completely. I've put them through some dungeons at random. Like, I really need to sit down and do some prep work. But one thing at a time.
Yes.
Okay. Nope. Oh, crap. I don't know what button you think that is on this generic controller. I don't know what button it thinks that is. That's third person. That's opening something on the Xbox controller we're using. So this exits. This is hold to open. Okay, there we go. We figured it out. Just, I don't know what any of these buttons are supposed to do. Really, we should just scrap all the stuff we find. And then come back and... Not answering text messages, we're streaming. Is that? Did Codsworth already come through and wreck house? He might have. He might have.
Sweet.
I'm trying to figure out, like, just what I need to prep. The last thing we gave my players, just to make up for the fact of how completely unprepared I actually was, ran them through a dungeon, put some fake treasure in there. They kind of fell for it. Not really. They're getting smart. And they completely avoided one room. Which good for them, bad for, like, less fun for me. Because it was the heavy trap room. But I gave them a, like, 3-barreled cannon to mount to the front of their ship. And I think they're in love with the cannon. Which is fair, because it's...
Thanks for
They
trying.
haven't had a chance to use it, which I think is funny.
Concord is nearby, and, well,
Thanks for your help, Codsworth.
Oh, I don't do scare rooms. I do...
Codsworth.
there must be someone who can help.
I am probably a mean DM. This campaign is the fun campaign. It is more lighthearted. I'm not taking it as seriously for their sake. Like, this is the, hey, let's have fun. So there's a lot of sessions of running the rule of cool. If it sounds really cool, go for it. Roll and don't fuck up. But as a, like, counter to that, if I trap a room, I'm trapping that room. I'm a big fan of just crush everybody in it. Oh my god. I did Tomb of Annihilation with a group that I'd never played before. One of my players was the DM in it. And they were the most hesitant players I've ever seen. I mean, they couldn't make a decision. So I ended up just being that player at the table. It was like, alright, if it went around the table twice, if it got to my turn a second time and no one had done anything, you know, they're just staring at a chair in the room trying to figure out if it's a trap. I just did literally anything. For a module that you're not supposed to split the party, I split that party. A whole lot did I split that party. Like, I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna sit through people sitting around trying to make a decision. Like, alright. Bone bomb?
Yes.
Come. That's it. Really was hoping that unlocked the thing, but it didn't. Yeah, I can't handle players that just sit there and can't make a decision. Just play. Guys, it's just a game. Just play. That's it. That's all I want. Like, PC looks through keyhole, you see lit desktop. Yeah. Now that's a murder room. Yeah, I guess we're cleaning up this town real quick. If it doesn't actually benefit what we're doing, it's getting scrapped. Let's just start cleaning this up now before we have to deal with people. I don't hate the building system in this game. I wish it wasn't as finicky. Right. From a coat rack. Oh, that's great. So you get them all tense up. They're sitting in, you know, they're sitting outside that door, trying to figure out what order they walk in. Like, that's how you make a paranoid game group right there. You know that they just spent 5 minutes trying to figure out. Like, what order do we walk in? Who opens up with what? Who has spell slots? And then it's a coat rack. You've made them paranoid of a coat rack. That's brilliant. Scrapping everything. Scrapping everything. Build it back when we're done. Scrapping everything. Can I get out the room? Thank you. Oh. I didn't notice that. Scrapping the safe transfers everything into the workshop. There's not really a point of picking this lock. Right? When you think about it.
Got it.
Oh, that's his house cleared. Oh. Now that house is cleared. Oh, God. As much as I love baiting players with that, my players will absolutely want to figure out what's on the map or the scroll or the piece of paper. And more often than not, there's nothing. Usually, it's just, I'm trying to describe a desk, and they look into it too much. Guys, sometimes a desk is just a desk. So I don't know the last time I've actually gone through and cleared out Sanctuary like this. But I know it's all shit I'm going to need at some point. The sooner I do this, the sooner I can fill this whole room with beds. Oh yeah, they'll sit. Yeah, they'll always sit outside a door. If you describe a creepy room, they will sit outside that door. But Like, sometimes it's just papers, guys. It's not always important stuff. But you can't tell players that. Everything's important to them. Except for the stuff that's actually important. The stuff that's actually important. You know, they walk right by and don't notice. What just fell? Scissors. Okay, we're not picking up those. They definitely do trap you sometimes. I mean, it's always nice, though, to realize what it is your players are latching onto. It really is. Like, as much of a headache as it can be when you're just tired. Like, let's just get through this. I want to go home. It's the end of the session. Like, and then just latch on to some things. It's never the things you want them to. It's never the things you expect them to. This is my house. We leave this house alone. Every other house gets scrapped. Yeah. You really have to figure out what's important and what's not. If it's a room that's important, I already have planned what's in it. So that doesn't usually run into that problem. Like, what's on the desk? Well, let me tell you. Like, but, you know, sometimes you're just not ready. It's not too often. I think with experience, it's become less often that I'm caught off guard by my players. Which I think is an important thing. I see there's a conspiracy thing there. I will read that in a moment. Yeah, important but not important. Yeah, give them something just to give them something. And if they want it to be important, they'll run with it. I get a lot of players that unless you tell them it's important, like they'll latch onto it like it's important, but they won't act on it. They'll sit there with it. Because in their mind, if it's super important, I'll put them in the situation. Can you not? Thank you. Did we not clear out this house? Okay, we did. It was just one got away. Alright, there's only so much clearing out of this town I can do. I had a limited amount of time I could actually play tonight, and I've literally spent it cleaning up Sanctuary. That's not what we're looking for. But no. We don't need 3 of those. We're not doing pipe weapons. I will never do pipe weapons. You're not wrong. Losing the scrounging time sucks. Should save. You save. Codsworth, I thought you were coming with me.
Hey, Codsworth.
Oh, okay, no, never mind. Go get dog meat and we'll have a better time without you. Did we go through this house? Nope. Big bug. What? It's a delay with the controller. That's a pain. Should heal. Do you have food to heal with instead? We can cook. There's a fire right here. Oh, we leveled up from that. Nice. All right. I'm a big fan of taking the drugs in this game. So we gotta get the party thing soon. What's the next drink? We've got to figure out how we're playing this a little bit. Some of these are things we should just grab to begin with. Like locksmith is something you should just grab to begin with. So I think we'll put a point into perception. Yeah. Some things are kind of like default. Definitely need more stamina from the looks of it. Oh, that's the wrong button again. Not a lot of shotgun shells. But we look amazing. So, that's all that really matters. I tend to go strength and charisma build. Kind of just describing a paladin at that point. Dog. Dog.
Hey, boy. What are you doing out here all by yourself? You want to come with me, pal?
Oh, it's a puppy. It's a puppy. We've got a dog. Where'd you go? Use your words. What? What is it, boy? You found me random crap. Good boy. We'll come back and loot this, like... Like, actually raid it. Get him. Ah. Well, we missed a few of those. there's still one more. Come on. Good Doge. Good. That's right. Where'd it pop out? Anyway. That one had a fork. Can we make some chems? We're not smart enough to make drugs. What was that? Oh yeah, robot repair kits. That's right, we have the robot DLC. Oh crap, we have the robot DLC. That'll be fun. That's a little bit of a pain in the ass. Be attacked by random assaultrons. That'll be great. Yeah, I don't see why they'd pop out of the hole completely. There's no reason that they wouldn't just, like, pop out, bite, and go back immediately. But fully leaving it. Yeah. I don't miss the, in New Vegas you had Night Stalkers. I don't miss dealing with those things. The, like, rattlesnake coyote hybrids that also turned invisible. Were the worst. Rats here, so. Found a broom. Found some stuff. Well, that one actually took ammo. When I went back to New Vegas, it's been a while now, but I really enjoyed going back to New Vegas just for the factions. I think they did it well.
Nice.
But I couldn't bring myself to finish the game again. It's just something about the giant battle at the end that I just don't care about. You know what I'm saying? Just didn't quite care. But we're just about getting to when I need to wrap up. I'm gonna get up at 3 a.m. Do some overtime at work tomorrow, so we're getting pretty close. We'll go back and get the cryo later. So before we forget about it, because we're going to forget about it. And then we'll go to Red Rocket. We'll stop there. I'm trying out a new schedule. It's for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday nights. We'll do like 7 p.m. I don't know if that works for Sunday nights. I still have to get up just as early. What did you find? There's nothing for you to find. Besides the button. Oh. Okay. Magic. Only low magic can... Oh. I hate anything that's invisible. I automatically hate it. I love the idea. Protection. Ooh. I like the second part of that a lot. So it actually has a chance of... Yeah. Actually, there's a real chance at hiding properly and being able to ambush. I like it. Oh. Let me out. Let me out. I feel like invisibility is not used as well as it could be. In like a sense where it's not as good as it should be.
Hey, go check that out.
Okay, fine. Here.
How you doing, buddy? Hey, boy. Think you can find something for me? Think you can find any goodies, boy?
It's literally right there. Dog meat, it's literally right there.
Hey, how you doing, buddy? Hey, boy. Think you can find something for me? See if there's any good stuff nearby, boy.
It's right there. Dog meat, it's right here. Dog meat, come back.
Heads up. Over here.
Come here. You're not voice commanded, but...
How you doing, buddy? Hey, boy. Think you can find something for me? Think you can find any goodies, boy?
It's right here. Come here.
Heads up.
Go there. Go there. Go there. Your pathing sucks. Go there.
Move here. How you doing, buddy? Hey, boy. Think you can find something for me? See if there's any good stuff nearby.
There's
boy.
also... Yeah, it should definitely be one of those things that... Like, if it catches you off guard, it should really mess you up. But, at the end, it should be easy to put down, I think. Yeah. It's just something... Absolutely. I'm trying to figure out if eventually, with this campaign I'm running, if I want to open up planar travel. You know, it's nice to have a kind of an end goal in mind and where it can go. I don't like definite endings, but I like open options. But I'm not working on more than one campaign world right now. Barely working on the one I'd have. Trying to rework my survival campaign. And I think I've done it. But my players aren't going to let me play test it on them again. They're not going to let me just stop the other campaign to do it. Alright. Let me save. Go back to Sanctuary. I am gonna have to stop here, unfortunately, and kind of rethink Sunday nights. If I'm playing D&D on Sunday nights, can't really stream and go to work in the morning. I have to think if I really want to play that game. I'd rather be streaming. We could do weekdays. Like 6 to 8 on the weekdays, maybe. I don't know. I'm spitballing ideas now. Don't mind me. But yeah. I'll be back tomorrow night. Probably the same time. Maybe a little earlier. But I appreciate you coming by. It's nice to have somebody after being gone for 2 months. We'll talk more about some games. I want to hear more about some of these monsters you got, though. Like, I like the idea. I like the Scorpion. I don't like invisibility for D&D, but I like the Scorpion. But anyway, I'll talk to you later, bud. Have a good night.